Greetings, 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 everyone. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. Thank you, replay viewers. We appreciate you replaying the podcast. Let's get this title up. Tonight, we have a very special episode. All of my episodes are special to me, especially when we have guests on. But tonight's episode is episode 61. We have our guest, Mrs. Regina Miller, on. It's entitled Still in the Beauty Game, What Experience Really Teach You? And this is stuff you don't learn in school, okay? Growth you can't learn in school. So I want to welcome everyone to the platform. Thank you for tuning in. This is where real conversations about longevity, leadership, and leveling up in the beauty industry happens. Today's guest is a professional. She's been in the game for a very, very long time, but today's episode is for professionals who are still here, still still licensed, still serving, and still leading, but moving differently in the game. Not because they're tired, not because they're done, but because experience within the industry throughout your career, it changes you. So today's guest, Ms. Regina Miller, has owned a salon for years, and she continues to operate in the industry with wisdom that only time can develop. All right, we got some folks popping on. Hey, WK, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Let's get this up so folks can see the comments. But as I was saying, we're going to be diving into growth, maturity, leadership, and the lessons you don't get in school, but absolutely need to survive and thrive in this industry. But before I bring her on, I want to do a quick, not a quick bio, but y'all know I like to read a bio about my guests. Why I feel like I'm lopsided, y'all. Help me out. Help a sister out. I feel like I'm lopsided, like my jacket is on one side. I don't know. Hold up. It just don't it feel like I'm lopsided, y'all? One side to the other. Anywho, let's get this conversation going. Regina Miller is the CEO and master stylist of MVP Hair Salon, where she has built a reputation for her experience in advanced hair weaving techniques, including fusion, sew-in, and tape-in methods. With years of experience behind the chair and in salon ownership, Regina brings both technical skills and business insight to the beauty industry. Beyond the salon, Regina shares her knowledge and real-life experiences through her Salon Talk series on social media, YouTube. So if you're not following her on YouTube at Regina Miller Hair, you go ahead and follow. I'm going to put that information up a little later. But let's finish this bio. So beyond the salon, Regina shares her knowledge and real-life experience through her Salon Talk series on social media, where she speaks candidly about topics ranging from salon ownership and beauty industry challenges to the lessons that come with longevity in the beauty profession. She also connects with professionals and aspiring stylists through her YouTube platform, Regina Miller Hair Life, where she highlights hairstyling techniques, salon wisdom, and stories from her journey in the industry. Regina's passion for people, education, and entrepreneurship has made her a respected voice in the beauty community. And today she's joining us to share what experience really teaches you when you stay in the game. So you all, let's welcome Miss Regina Miller to the stage. And welcome, Miss Regina. Let me take this off, remove that, and bring you in. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your Sunday to join our podcast today. which I
Yes.
said you all is episode 61. Can you believe it? I'm a little over year ends. Episode 61. And you know this take a lot of time, effort, coordination. But I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful. So thank you for joining us tonight, you all.
Thank
This
you.
is Miss Regina Miller, cosmetologist, salon owner, and you're gonna hear about a lot of other things, that she does within the industry, and give us a little bit of salon. She's gonna give us a little bit of salon talk as well. So staying in the game without staying stuck, that has to be something, because you're over 25 years, right? You're well over that, right?
8 years.
20,
It,
28 years, y'all.
it's
28,
it's
huh?
32 actually with the license.
Okay, so look at her. That's a lot. So she know about staying in the beauty game and what experience really teaches you. And we are about to learn. We can giving you some hand claps here. We're about to learn some things tonight. What our elderly folks, y'all gonna learn something today. We gonna learn some things today. So Miss Regina, my first question for you is, when you hear the phrase still in the game, what does that mean to you personally? Because you literally still in the game. You still in it. And doing
That-
very well. You
yes.
know, yes.
That means perseverance.
Okay.
That means accountability for something that you love.
Mm-hmm.
Showing up for me every day. That means persistence. That means consistency.
Hey, y'all gonna hear about them two phrases there in a little bit. Y'all gonna hear about them two phrases in a little bit, and how I met Miss Regina. But
And
remember that persistence and consistent. All right.
inconsistent. And it's a gift. And when you know that God has his hand on you and he's given you a gift and you know it's from God, that was still in the game, man. Where you going? You know that it's for you.
Right, right. It's for you.
That's
Yeah.
I sum that up. You know that God put you there. Where you going?
Right. And you're able to do it. I won't say that you won't have challenges in it,
Oh,
uh, but within those highs and lows of the career, you still have that passion and ability to keep going, because you know God's hand is on you
he
and you're where you're supposed to be.
right. And
Yeah.
that's my walk. I know that whatever challenges come my way, they came my way. Up, down.
Mhm.
I got some stories, but through it all, I trusted in the Lord. Now, y'all
Right.
about the Lord because that's my testimony. That's who I am. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm
Uh-huh.
here all these years later because God got me through it. And so y'all gonna hear about my faith throughout this interview because I could not do it without God. So I'm just gonna
Right.
do that. Your faith
Right.
will stronger after this interview.
That's it. That's it. So my next, I have a lot of questions, so hope you don't mind. What's the biggest difference between how you moved early in your career versus how you move now?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ooh, earlier on in my career, I had no idea what I was doing. All I knew was I wanted to feed my children. God,
Mm,
if to do hair, I knew that I could not stop. So I did everything from ads in the paper, going around passing out my cards, knocking on people's doors, telling people who I am, what I do. Now you have the internet.
right.
So I do both because what you need to understand is there's people 50% of the world is not on the internet.
Right.
So I still
Right.
do my early on tactics and I still do what's happening now. That's
Right.
You know, I'm still old school, but I'm to the new school. I got a little bit of both. I'm old school to the new school, because if you want the lifestyle that this career can give you, you have to do both.
Look,
So,
I got adjust one of my lights. Keep talking.
okay,
I'm
so
seeing a shadow.
the old school me, you know, I'm out, me and my kids, we passing out cards, we telling people who I am. I'm trying to do everybody in the church hair. You know how that go. Now
Right,
I got people every day saying, "Where's your salon?" from the internet. So my work on the ground is not as hard as it was in my earlier years. When I look at my earlier years and now, it's like two different people. It's literally two different people. Now, from the salon's perspective, being a salon owner, it's definitely a whole new world. Because
right,
early on in my career with my salons, I had staff that wanted to work. I had staff that was willing to work. I had staff that was happy to come to the salon. Now, I can't get people to come to work. Like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. It's a different ball game.
but it's still old school stylists that say, "I'll fly in, I'll move where you at to work in your salon," because they understand the assignment. But it's the younger generation, they done got social medialized, so they don't really understand.
I like that term, social media lies.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of different, you know?
Right, right. And it's interesting you say that. Even though I'm coming in, I guess you would say in the new era, but because I grew up in it, I still have that what it what it was and what it is. And a
Mhm.
lot of my thinking, especially when it comes down to professionalism, how you present yourself, how you communicate with the clients or don't communicate, those interactions.
Yeah,
I still have the visuals and the remembrance of when my mom was in doing this,
uh-huh.
and a lot of that stuff still saying you still have to know how to greet someone, you still have to know how to communicate someone, you still have to know should know how to render professional opinion, and those types of things, consultations, and not just think you to it when it's really the clients, because they're the ones who are keeping us going. They in essence they're the boss.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? From the perspective of they take care of us. We
right,
offer the service. Without them, we wouldn't have a business.
right,
We wouldn't be able to do what we do. WeK says here, you're assimilating to the current trends and changing going on in the industry. Gotcha. That's
mm,
what she was saying, that about your comment as it relates to the biggest difference between how you moved early on and how you move now. And from the sounds of it, you have a blend of both the old and the new, and you're able to maneuver and whatever the situation calls for. But the biggest difference that I've heard in you sharing your difference or how you move now versus then is the other stylists within the salon. You
mm,
come from old school where they wanted to work to new school where they social media lies. I'm just gonna say that they social media lies, and it's a whole different ball game because the mindset of them is different.
absolutely.
Yeah, the mindset is different.
Hmm.
Yeah. So my next question is, was there a moment when you realized you had grown, not just professionally, but emotionally? Because I know for those of, I'm gonna include me, for those of us who come in, um, I'm gonna say traditionally, barbers and stylists often come in either right out of high school, so they're in their late teens, early 20s, or they get into the industry in their early 20s. So when ask this, that's, that's the, because you've been in it a long time. So it's obviously that you came in younger. Whereas for me, I came in much older, so yeah. Can you share with us how, was there a moment when you seen the growth or you realized the growth, not just personally, but emotionally in the industry as well?
Well, emotionally, it came from a place of work. I I have children to feed. I'm a
Right.
single mother.
Uh-huh.
A teen mom. I'm a teen wife. I was literally a teen wife. Okay.
Mhm.
So coming from being a teen wife, a teen mother, like I was living like in the old days where they was married at 16. That was me,
Right. Gotcha.
high school with two babies, and this my high school had a daycare type. That's my life. So
Right. Right.
my husband and I'm gonna go into that because it's a
No
part.
problem.
So my husband and I we departed as a teen wife. I was a
Uh-huh.
wife as a teen wife, and my yearning for my passion came from how am I gonna do this alone? So I was scared. So it came out of a place of fear, and I
Okay.
said the spirit of fear is not of the Lord, but back then I didn't know that.
Right. Right. Right.
And so my fear gave me my passion to push hard to feed these kids that I have to now feed by myself.
Right. Right.
So with that energy and that emotional stability where I was mentally, that's what gave me my drive to say, I'm going to do this. This is going to happen. And I'm
Gotcha.
successfully, and people are going to remember me by this because I'm not doing this from now. I'm doing this to feed my kids and I'm legacy. This is going to be my job. This is going to be my life.
Right.
And so I wasn't playing with it.
Right.
I took it seriously. And it took me going after beauty school into someone's salon that I admired, but they didn't admire me. And so being treated horribly made me become a salon owner because I said, there's no way women with ambition like me go somewhere with ambition and then the place that you admire tears down all your ambition. I said, under my watch, this will never
No.
happen to anybody
Wow.
who wants to work in my salon. I'm going to build people up. I'm going to inspire people from just that experience. That was
Mm.
horrible for me. When I tell you I was crushed, it didn't make me give up. It just made me a little stagnant, like, wow, this industry is cold. You know what I'm saying?
It's, Regina, you say that, and I've talked to you. Um, I've felt that on the barber side,
Right,
and you've been around it, so the salon side, the barbershop side.
right.
And for a female being in the barbering industry, you dealing with the egos and all of this different stuff, amongst other things that go on. I can relate to that experience of looking up to someone or admiring someone, and
Right.
being within their establishment, and you get talked to, treated,
I mean, horrible,
right, right,
horrible.
right.
I mean,
um and in my case, um I kind of, in one situation, I stood the test until a ultimatum had to be made, and then the second situation, um I didn't have my ducks in a row. But at some point I was like, you know what, I gotta put me first.
that's right.
I gotta put me first. We got some comments. I'm gonna throw these in. Okay, we saw that one. WK says, "What a beautiful journey. Thank you for sharing your experience with us." WK,
Thank
when I tell you these
you.
questions that I got, we gonna learn some more from her, because she's that woman. I hope when I put up your ad, I put I'm every woman because
Oh,
yes, I was like this suits you because you've had to be every woman
that's
in
a,
every
that,
aspect of the business. And it's not just the styling, it's the running the business.
mhm,
Then your daughters, your
mhm,
grandbaby, you're managing um um their careers and their aspirations and the winner circle. You got a lot going on. So to me, I see that every woman, but you're handling it regardless of what it looked like may be going on the inside.
mhm.
You're managing it, you're handling it, and you do truly have a winner circle, in terms of the accomplishments, the character, just everything that you
And
represent.
I,
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, I asked God, was it okay to call my family the winner circle? Because I was like, God, how does this sound? And God said, that's who I created you to be.
It-
And you created winners from that. I created
Thank you.
winners. So I said, okay, God, so I can call my family the winner circle.
Yeah, because y'all the winner circle.
Looking at me like, Ma, you gonna do this? I said, I had to ask God first now.
Right,
Says it, then I believe it.
right.
That's what everybody have a name for their family. Well, I call my family the winner circle.
Hey, and the circle is winning. Even the grandbaby is winning. Even the grandbaby is winning, even on her level. Look,
Yeah.
I watch, I watch your content. So she winning too. Greetings, Sandra. Sandra has joined the conversation. Thank you for tuning in. She says, hello, everyone. And tonight, we're talking with Miss Regina Miller. Our topic is she's still in the game, still in the beauty game, and she's sharing with us what experience really teaches you growth you can't learn in school. So we get the foundation or we get the fundamentals
Yes.
in school, depending on what school you go to. uh, you're gonna get the fundamentals. You're supposed to get the
That
fundamentals. I'm
book.
just gonna say that.
Getting that book.
But right, you get that book
Today,
work.
in today's schools, you only get in the book, but you need more. You
Right, and more in terms of
right.
business, in terms of social media, in terms of just a lot of things.
You're gonna
Honestly,
walk out
go
that
ahead.
what's really going to happen when you walk out that school is what you need to get a little bit of in the school as well. And I think it's unfair that the schools are not giving them the raw, because most of the school educators are hairstylists. So
Right.
why they're not telling them what's really going on, I just don't understand it. But that's why I created Life After Beauty School, so that I can explain it, help you through it, and just
Right.
the right path.
And share that information with us. And
Yeah.
I'm grateful to have you on sharing what experience really teaches us. And for those of you who are in beauty school, in barbering school, are you considering this industry in any way, shape, or form? This is the conversation that you need to tune into. And if you're catching this on the replay, share this with somebody in the industry because hey, we just getting started. We just getting started. So my next question for you is what part of you had to mature the most to sustain longevity in this career? Because y'all, she said 32 altogether, 28, 32 license,
Right.
right? 28,
License.
28 cents. Oh, 28 license, 32
30.
altogether.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Um, my sustainability, again, it kind of overlaps the last question a little bit,
Okay.
but my sustainability is knowing that I'm all I have. When you can't get money from the bank because all of my salons I opened with cash money, my money that I saved.
Uh-huh.
My first salon, I went to the bank. I just knew I was gonna get a loan. I did the business, plan.
Business plan.
All
Yeah.
the bank asked me to do. I did all of those things. And they still told me no. I did. I tried to get back in the day. I tried to get a grant. They wasn't doing grants back then for beauty salons because they felt like it was a liability. They didn't see the money like we see it today for the.
Right.
So that was a no. So I had to take money that I was working, being a booth renter. I had to save half of that. Thank God I was, in my father's house, that I was able to do that. They were able to help me. And then I saved income tax check. I think I had got like $2,500 one time. And so
Uh-huh.
I took $5,000 and opened my first salon.
Wow.
Sally Beauty Supply. I went to Sally Beauty Supply and got my furniture. I just did enough to get in. But the passion of it was, I'm a single mom. I have to take care of my kids.
You gotta take.
My mother and father was the type of parents that we're going to show you the way. We're going to walk you down the road. We're going to get you to the stop sign. We're going to get you to the red light, the green light, the 1, 2, 3. But we ain't giving you no money.
Okay.
You understand?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
I like how my parents took care of me because I'm still here without them. Everything my mother and father installed in me and showed me was for when they wasn't going to be here. I
Yeah.
can't go to them to get money now. I'm sitting here a parentless child. You see what I'm saying? Raised in a 2-parent home.
Right.
Everything my mother and father showed me was for when I needed it.
Need it.
You
Talk about it.
So my daddy didn't give me the money, but he gave me the business knowledge because he was a businessman.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? My dad did something that I don't know nobody else did back then, raising me in Brooklyn. My dad had a shoe store in Brooklyn and Manhattan. I don't know how my dad was a boss. I don't know. Because when I back, it's like, how did you do that back then? So my dad was my motivation. If he did that back then, he had a shoe store in Brooklyn and Manhattan. I can open a hair salon in something, South Carolina.
Right. Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I want
Yes.
it. So my dad, he taught me how to save your money, how to tell people, no, I can't party tonight. I can't go on this cruise, the girls trips and all of that.
Right. Right.
Everybody want me to do. You feel what I'm saying? I have
Right.
to care my children. So I always had that mindset, my kids first. You feel me? So
Mhm.
that was my motivation, my children. Looking at my children being scared, like, oh God, what if the school need money for this? Because they need money for trips, they need money for
Trips.
this, they need that. I gotta clothe them, I gotta feed them, I gotta keep a roof over their head. Like this all costs money.
Right.
So I'm a salon owner, and now I got two bills to pay because I gotta pay my house bills. I gotta, because at that time I moved out of my mom's house. So now I'm in my own house with my kids that I'm renting, and I'm leasing this salon. So that's
Salon.
so with I'm not going out with the girls. I'm going to church. I'm going to the grocery store, and I'm going home.
Right. Right.
And I'm gonna be in this salon making money. My kids got out of school. I had an office in the back. I put them in that office, had a little food with them. This
It's
that we was
right.
home together in the afternoon. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
did what I had to do for those little girls.
Right.
That was my motivation. I had no help. They daddy told me if I didn't want him, don't call him. And I didn't call him. I did not bother that man. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I I I don't know what you call that, but I didn't bother my children's father. I took care of my kids and I'm
And
back.
you made it work. You
To this
made that thing work.
day, he tell his family that's the best baby mama ever. Why? Because I didn't bother you. I'm not gonna be her. You knew I was a teen mom and a teen wife. We buried a child in the 11th grade, my firstborn. I buried a 2-year-old. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
Right,
no man can play with me like that. You
right,
better than anybody. I birthed 3 daughters out my womb before I graduated high school. Boy, don't play with me.
right, right, right,
I don't want you, don't call you. Oh, I ain't gonna call you. Mm-mm.
right.
So
You
our
like, mm-mm.
motivation was my children,
Right.
making sure I could take care of them kids, and that's my answer to that.
Hey, that's the answer. That's truth. That's that gives you the spark.
Yeah,
So that also, in so many words, you're telling others, and I'm paraphrasing so that our audience can understand your why.
my
Your why is what drives you. And Regina's why was her children when
and
that relationship, her marriage was no longer. That was the why. He said, don't call me. Don't, hey, all right.
the
We
back.
done been there, done that. I already know what this all about. So let me go ahead and do what I got to do to take care of my children and make sure that I, you know, get this business done.
And my
Be
dad,
about the business of my career,
yes,
but the business of the career, the why was the children that help you continue on in that. So if y'all are just tuning in, we're talking about we're getting ready to go into the next subject, but we talked about staying in the game without staying stuck. Miss Regina has shared some real life experience of how she got started, what has been her motivation to keep her in the game and keep her focused as to hey, this how I'm gonna do it, this why I'm doing it, and we creating this winner circle here, and she's she's created that winner circle, but that's what she had to go through
that's
to
right.
create the winner circle, and we gonna hear more about this winner circle just to as we continue in this conversation. Let's see here. We got some more comments here. Wike says, "Wow, you turned a different situation into strength." Yeah, I'm a different situation, and I want to say she mean difficult situation into strength. Uh,
Everybody,
Sandra says, "Sound like a strong woman with a mission." Ah, yes, you go on with your bad self. See, that's why I played that song, "I'm Every Woman in Her Cap." When I was playing that, because man,
yeah,
whew, it takes a lot, especially coming from the era being raised by baby boomer parents and coming from the era that we came from, because I'm along your generation as well. It
absolutely.
is and I see why we're able to blend the old with the new, because we're coming off the old. As millennials, we Gen X, whatever they say we are, but we were coming off the old and experiencing the new. So I think we have the best of both worlds, because we
We,
know how to handle the old school and we know how to fit in the new school without allowing it to take over.
yes,
And we not know how to do critical thinking,
right.
do reasoning, and all of those things, like we're a microwave generation, unlike the newer ones. And I'm not saying that it's bad. What I am saying is that it can handicap you if you solely rely on that and don't use these other things that Miss Regina is talking about. For instance, how her parents taught her without teaching her. I'm not going to give you this money, but I'm going to show you how to get it.
That's right. Yeah,
And her parents were looking at the long game.
the
Okay, when we're not here, this is how you handle this.
right.
And they still with you because they're in the principles, the
Believe
teachings, the conversations, the love, all the memories, all of those things that they created and curated with you, they
Yes.
are still there. And
Right.
every time you utilize them, every time you, I'm sure you speak to your ladies, your, you know, your daughters and your granddaughters,
Yes.
you hear that, you know,
Right.
you passing it on in
Right.
the winner circle. You passing them. That's why y'all the winner circle.
Oh, yeah, I definitely pass it on. Yeah.
Right, right. We got another comment from Wike. She said, yes, difficult. Sorry. It's okay. I got you, Wike. I got you. Let's see. Wike says, I think in every industry, some people love to gatekeep and not share their experiences, which hurts the industry and doesn't help the generations to come. It's important to share knowledge. Point made. I guess PM means point made.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm I'm glad that um you've shared with me from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're able to speak openly and candidly about your experience because, like WK says, we got gatekeepers in the industry and people who don't share their experience. Like for me, I share things. There's some things that I'm experiencing right now, but I'm kind of dealing with them before I open up about them because I'm still trying to wrap my head around, you know, some things, but it's very important that we do because I know, like you know, that's how we not only learn, but we share our experience so that hopefully others don't
And
have to walk through it.
bless you. The Lord will truly bless you. It's giving.
Yes.
You're giving,
Yes.
you know, you're sharing, you're helping someone.
Yep.
That's what I do. Like that's
Yes.
I am. I mean, I love telling my story because, you know, who knows it better than me to tell? And in the industry that the position that I am in as a leader, I want to help people.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's how you do it. You gotta tell them what's going
You
on.
got to tell them what's going on. So thank you, WK, for that comment. So we're going to talk about what experiences really teach you. So with these group of questions, we're going to delve into what experience really teaches you. So the first question is, what's a lesson experience taught you that no textbook or instructor could? And I'm sure you got plenty, so share what you would like to share as it relates to this particular question.
Being a salon owner, nobody gave me the blueprint. Nobody gave me the blueprint how to run a salon. I stepped out on faith, from looking for a building, from buying my first salon chair,
Mm-hmm.
decorating my salon, figuring out what I'm gonna put in it, how I'm gonna, advertise it,
Mm-hmm.
how am I gonna get people in here.
Right.
Oh, and God was with me all the way. And I think that, well, I don't think, I know that's why my journey has been what it is because God was with me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just tell you a little story about my first salon.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, the beauty college is where I went to beauty school. Miss Faye Smith, rest in peace. She believed in me. Um,
Uh-huh.
she believed in me so much she made me the student advocate for the school. I was like, what is a student advocate? She was like, it seems like the students come to you and you resolve things. So since you've been in my school, we haven't had any fights, we haven't had any arguments, we haven't had any outbursts because you seem to be the person that just make people calm and make people better.
Right.
She made up something for me to be. So she called me the student advocate. And I was like, okay, so what do I get for being a student advocate? Can I get a day off? Can I get something? Long story short, I still had to pay for beauty school, but
Right.
I opened my first salon. I asked Miss Smith, I said, what should I do? Should I do a booth fitter salon or should I do a employee salon?
Uh-huh.
Smith said, I'm going to tell you what you need to do because I know the leader that you are. She
Wow.
to employ people. She said, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to, the women here are getting ready to graduate. She said, I'm going to give you 6 girls and put them in your salon. They're going to do a bit of work. That is something that nobody taught me about blessings. Come on, somebody.
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody taught me how good God really is. Okay?
Right.
Kept showing me how good he really is if I just stay on the right path and trust in him. I went in there and asked Mr. Smith, what do you think I should do? A booth rent or a employee where you put them on commission like that, right? I didn't know that I was going to fill my whole salon with employees. She did that for me.
She did that. Yeah. So she gave you the vision and then supported you in bringing it to fruition.
Yes.
This is how you, so look, you was doing, well, I'm sure they probably had commission back then, but you actually employee. So you probably was doing this way before it was a thing. Because I remember booth renting.
Yeah.
Back in the day before all this other stuff, start coming about. Yeah.
Well,
that's how she set you up.
My first business was I had 6 employees.
Look at that.
I don't know what I'm doing. And now I'm a full-blown boss writing people checks.
Look at you. Greetings. And we got another watch tuning in.
Amen. and here I am, thank God for my father. Everything he taught me. Now mind you, my dad is deceased. My dad didn't get to see me open my first salon. So, but he poured into me everything. I remember everything to be a boss. You understand what I'm saying? Because the one thing he told me, he said, you are not alone. He said, I'm going to teach you how to take care of my grandchildren. Don't about that man. You ain't finna run. You ain't finna be ripping around and behind no man.
Running behind no man.
Teach you.
And this is your dad, a man.
Yes, a real
telling
man.
You this.
Yes.
Who supported a family, know what it's like to lead a family. Right. So he telling you, baby, this, yeah.
So he taught me how to take care of my daughters. He taught me what I needed to do to be a leader over my family,
Wow.
So everything, again, I go back to my dad. I'm like, I can do this because this man did this in New York. How do you have a shoe store in Manhattan and Brooklyn? Two businesses. How? And so, but he did. So I'm like, I look at that and I'm like, I'm going to do this. And then let me tell you something else so significant about my father. So I was on welfare when my husband left me. I went down to the welfare office. I didn't tell my father, but I went to the welfare office because I was like, man, they giving out checks for people like me. I don't have a husband. I got to do something till I do something. You see what I'm saying?
Till you do something, right.
Yeah. So I have a testimony about maxing out the welfare system and getting off of it and making it a testimony. I maxed out the welfare system. Remember when I said early on that I stayed in my mom and dad's house? Well, I went down to the welfare system. Welfare paid for my beauty school, okay? Paid for my kids' daycare while I'm at beauty school, and paid for my house. And I was able to give my daddy $1,500 a month. Okay? I didn't get the check. The city sent him the check as my So not only did I max out the welfare system, I put money in my mom and daddy pocket. And we had some food stamps, okay? All right. And guess what? When my dad saw that I was making money, because I started off braiding hair in the house before I went to beauty school. So beauty school, My dad was like, you know what? You getting off welfare. I was like, I am. He said, oh yeah, you good now. So I said, how am I do that? So I went down to the welfare system and I said, well, I need to get off now. So the lady was like, you still got small kids. They didn't want to take you off. So my dad was like, I'm coming down.
They get something. They ain't want to take you off, but now they'll throw you off. No, I'm just kidding. But they ain't want to take you off.
It's a testimony now. So my daddy said, what? So he went down there with me. He had to sign for me and be responsible for me and my daughters in order for them to take me out that system. So basically the system was saying, she can't come back.
You got these little kids.
Sign this paper, Philip. She yours. My daddy said, that's what I wanted you to do the first time. We're not welfare. We're not a welfare family.
Right.
That I didn't
this after he found out, huh?
Yeah. After he done got that $1,500 for about a year. You feel
right.
End of the day, he was like, it's over now. And he understood why I did it. Because like I said, my mom and dad showed me the ropes, but they didn't put no money in my pocket.
Right. But you were showing them how what they taught you, you know how to put it to work.
I put it to work.
And you put it to work long enough where they can see, okay, she consistent, she persistent, and she, you know what I'm saying? She's putting what we've instilled in her to work. Yes. Now let's see how long you know what I'm saying? Yes. So they tested you as well.
Yes, and I'm talking about the ABC program back then. It was an ABC program. They gave you vouchers for daycare. I'm talking about I put my kids in the best daycare. Okay.
I don't blame you.
When I tell you I maxed out the welfare system, I maxed it out and I got from welfare to straight to self-employment. And I'm still self-employed all these years. Never looked back. Only gave my testimony like I'm doing right now. It's
a testimony, a true testimony.
It got programs to help you be somebody.
Right. But you got to want to do it. You got to have that passion and perseverance within you to want to move past that. Because I have a sister, similar situation in terms of utilizing the welfare system. She was a single mother. She was she was parenting singly as a mother of a young child. And she went to nursing school. She maximized the system until she got through nursing school. And she's been a nurse ever since. I want to say she's going into this might be her 19th year.
Yeah.
But she's been a nurse and never looked back. But like you, she used that system to get her education, get support with rearing her child, doing all of those things. And once she got her license, it was on. It was on then.
I think I paid $100 balance for my beauty school career, and that was it.
And look how much it costs now. I paid $21,600.
It cost that back then too.
I paid $21,600 for mine.
It was higher back then. It was in the 30s back then.
Whoa. Okay, well, I ain't complaining. WeK says here, you had a wonderful example to follow through your father. He loved you. He believed in you and knew your potential. Of course, I showed them their hard work paid off. I'm sure they were proud of you, and they are, because they still watching over and covering her. Yes.
Partners all the time.
Man, I tell you, I thank you for sharing this, because there are many women out there who need to hear this, and you always share.
Yes.
That need to hear this, that if they stay persistent and consistent,
that's the one.
And maximize the resources around them,
right,
they too will be able to get on the other side.
That's right.
And it's gonna take work. It's gonna take some it's gonna take some work.
It's some
Yeah.
gonna take some crying in the shower
Yeah.
because the babies hear you crying.
Right.
You gonna fall out.
Right.
Gonna get up in the morning.
And get at it again.
Because I knew that I believed in what the end would be.
Wow. Yeah. You could see the end.
Yes.
Right. And that's important to be able to see it.
It was like looking out of a window. God always showed me where I could go and what the end would be, and I kept chasing that. And 5 salons later, I'm still chasing.
You're still chasing.
Oh God, I want the 6th one, Lord. He was like, you can have the 6th one.
Right. Because you've been faithful with these 5 ones.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. At what point did you realize talent alone wasn't enough?
Ooh. When those women started coming and sitting in my chair with their life stories, I knew talent. They didn't want my talent. They wanted my heart. They wanted my ears, and they wanted my wisdom, and they wanted motivation. They wanted something else from me, and that's why my motto is "It's bigger than hair." That question is so deep. Like, it is bigger than hair. Like, you have.
It really is. It is. And stylists and barbers don't get it, especially this generation, this younger generation. They think it's about social mediaism, like you said, and they think it's about their talent, they clippers, they the latest gadgets and all of this stuff. They think it's about that, when it really isn't. You got to ask yourself, why do they keep coming back to me? Right. What is it that they see in me, or what do I offer a gift to them that they want to come back? But you hit the nail when they came for them conversations, that encouragement, that support, that mirror,
that could listen and not
listening ear.
I hold so many secrets in my heart. It's crazy. Like, I never told anybody secrets. Like, I literally, oh my God.
Take them to your grave. Take them to your grave.
And then having to leave them in the salon now and then go home and be a mother. Because, see, I couldn't take none of that home with me. I can't take that home with me now. So all I can say is I'm God made, because literally from the moment I woke up in the morning, went to my business to perform what I love, and I love to do hair, it was always bigger than hair. I mean, from setting the atmosphere with the inspirational music, I didn't so much put on gospel or rap or this or that. I did instrumental music because
I love that too. Yes.
Because everybody loves instrumental music.
Instrumental, yes.
It's caring about everybody. Everybody don't want to hear rap. Everybody don't want to hear gospel. It's just, you put on something neutral.
Neutral, yeah.
So I put the neutral music on, put my smell good stuff, get my oil burners going so they can, walk in
and smell, because you touching all the senses.
You know what I mean?
Yes. The ear, the eyes, the smell. And they probably might get some snacks in there too.
I have women come there crying. Just come in the door crying. They, atmosphere is so open that they just
open and welcoming, embracing. Like, I'm waiting for you. I've been waiting on you to come in today.
Sometimes I couldn't even. Right. They just booked the appointment to sit in the chair. You understand what I'm saying? So they used to get me like that. I used to be like, "Well, am I doing here today or what?" They said, "We just booked because we want to talk to you.
We want to talk.
You're so busy. We had to
book to get our time in with you." And I want to play this video that you have. You talking about the best job in America. Hold on. Let's put it on. Hold on. Let's put this video on. I'm gonna play the audio because she's saying, hold on. Check out Miss Regina Miller in action.
Best job in America is the beauty industry.
Hands down, the best job in the industry.
Job in America is the beauty industry.
Hands down, the best job in the beauty industry. And
And
she shared that.
that's my dream job right there, because that video, I dreamed of working outside of my salon. I didn't always want to be in the salon. I used to
In
see people.
I'm gonna put it
America
back
is the
up
beauty.
for you. Yeah.
I used to see people, working with people backstage, and working with the models, and I always wanted to do that too. So, my oldest daughter, she got into she started a business, Beauty and Beast Mode, and she started making women beautiful herself. And so
Mm-hmm.
she got me in with her. So she would make their bodies beautiful. She toned she my daughter knows how to make people body shape to go on stage and compete, like in competitions and stuff.
I'm
So
gonna bring that video up too. Yeah.
they're done.
Here's another one.
Right. Yeah. That's perfect example of what I'm trying to say.
Perfect example what she's saying.
Yeah. And so my daughter got me into that. So she was like, "Well, Ma, I'm gonna make them beautiful and their body beautiful, and then they're gonna need somebody to do their hair." So we became that's a business that we came up with. So
Right.
I do the hair. And we started the glam team, VMP glam team. So we do that like 4 or 5 times a year. We
Uh-huh.
make these women beautiful with our glam team, from makeup to hair. And I love doing that. And that's another testimony to let people know you can do hair outside the salon. I've worked
Right.
from home. I've done my clients. I got this client data plan where I asked my client, God forbid, if you're deceased, would you like for me to do your hair? And so
Uh-huh.
I had the opportunity to do a couple of my clients after they were deceased.
After they uh-huh.
Yeah. And so
Wow.
it might seem scary, but when you know somebody, it's not scary. But at the
Right.
day, somebody has to do their hair at the funeral,
Right.
and the family would prefer it be you, since they've been sitting in your chair for 10 years. You see what I'm saying? So it's so many opportunities outside of the chair. You can do the nursing home, like on your slow days. I would go to the nursing home on Mondays, and
Mm-hmm.
a few people at the nursing home on contract. It was probably like $25 a head, but guess what? That's $25 I was making on Monday that I wasn't making because I was off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I go in there, one lady see, "You do a hair? Can you do my hair?" So on Mondays, I'm in there from 10 to 10. So how many $25 is that?
Hey,
You know
this
what?
what this kind of growth you don't learn in school, y'all. You
No,
don't learn this in
that's
school.
how you did that. You can branch out and be great. My granddaughter, she's doing lashes at 14 years old, better than the people who's licensed. And I'm telling her, I'm getting you ready for college, because these are things that you're gonna do from your college dorm room when you ain't got to call home and ask somebody for no money. You feel what I'm saying?
Because you making your money. Yeah.
She do her makeup and her lashes. I mean, like a grown woman. And it's like she learned this on her own, because industry is all around her. You see,
Right. Right.
you just have to pull things out of you and stir up your gift. God give all of us more than one gift. Put all your gifts in a basket and stir them things up and start seeing which one you want to use over here, over there, over there. And that's my dream. I've been in the salon all these years, but my dream job is the one you just showed, where I'm backstage doing the girls' hair with my glam team. And the fun thing about the glam team, we get women from every, say we have Georgia on contract, right? So I would contact hairstylists in Georgia. Not hairstylists, because I would be the stylist. I would contact makeup artists in Georgia. "Hey, would you like to join my glam team this Saturday? Here's the date. We're willing to pay you XYZ." They love the opportunity, because they never worked backstage before. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
me going indoors. I'm taking people indoors with me. I'm giving people opportunities that they never had. So they come in these doors and they like, wow, this is cool. How did you do? And I'm like, just come on.
Just come on.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Come on. We'll talk later, but come on. You know
Yeah,
what
come on.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know them from Jack Rabbit, but come on.
But just come on.
These are things that you need to be doing as a makeup artist. Why do you
Right.
have to sit stagnant? You can be doing women hair all the time backstage. I mean, women makeup all the time backstage. Why you think you got to be one place doing makeup as good as you are? So then that
Right.
pouring into them, pouring in.
Mhm.
So now when I do Georgia, they automatically, hey, call me back. You see what I'm saying? So you building relationships and you building connections. People don't understand that these connections, while you're not talking to nobody, you hindering yourself. You
Right.
open up your mouth and talk to people.
That's it.
Everybody don't know you. Everybody don't know what you.
Instead of texting.
Everybody don't know your neighborhood is not my neighborhood.
Right.
Networking is so powerful.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's just networking is so powerful. I can't say that enough. And so my daughter networking got me my dream job. How did my daughter give me my dream job?
Your dream job.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
On contract. You know what I'm saying?
That's the winner circle. Everybody winning.
Everybody gonna eat. We gonna
Everybody gonna eat. Everybody winning. That's it. That's it.
have something to eat. Praise God. Yes.
So that's awesome. Oh man, let me put this back up again. She talked about stage. This is another visual of Miss Regina stage work.
Mm-hmm. That's my stage hair unit. I put that.
Let me put it back up. There we go.
I call her. I turned Whoopi Goldberg into Michelle Obama. She has dreads.
Uh-huh.
And that's one of my stage hair units that I put on her, and you'd never know she had dreads underneath it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what school don't teach y'all. Okay? School don't teach you that. My next question for you is, how has owning a salon reshaped your understanding of people?
Lord,
You kind of talked about that, but in a roundabout way, but I won't get direct to that. Wike says, wow, that's talent. I know, right? Looked like she had a relax on that thing, didn't it?
yeah. My perception of people are give them grace.
Yeah.
People are from all walks of life. That's what I learned dealing with people I must, as a salon leader, give them grace.
Give them grace.
I can judge people. That's not my job. If they come my way, I have to give them grace and trust the process, because I say, Lord, everything that come my way, I have to talk to God and be like, now some of them, I know God ain't sent them. The devil sent them, and I got to send them back.
Right.
But most of them are my sisters, and that's where I came up with the Sister Circle Network.
Okay.
I said, God, there's so much evil in the world. You have good and you have evil. I told God, I don't want evil people. Like, I don't want to do evil people here. I can't do nothing with evil people. You know what I'm saying? So I asked God, send me my sisters that need a good hairstylist. They need a good atmosphere. It's so much devils in the world. I don't need to do their hair. Like, send them to their people. You know what I mean? And that's to make it clear, So when my sisters come, I know that God sent them. So whatever they're dealing with or whatever we have to deal with, I'm willing to give them grace. And I work with them, and we work with each other, because again, it's bigger than hair. So
it's bigger than hair. Yeah.
At the hairstylist that I have to that has to work in my salon. I'm talking about them and
Uh-huh.
the clients. I'm talking about the people that I got to do business with in my business. You understand what I'm saying? All
Right.
down to the people who I pay bills with. You know, I need to have a relationship with these people because it was times when I had to call my lease person and say, hey, you know, my lease bill gonna be a little late.
Right. Right.
So if I got a relationship with these people and I'm honest and they like me and I like them, I never had a problem being late. They never charged me a late fee. They just said, Regina, we know you good.
Right. Because you've already set the standard.
You building a
And
relationship.
you build that relationship with them to where they know, okay, we're gonna get what we need from her.
And then
Yeah.
carry yourself
Yes.
such. Carry yourself like you want people to love you.
Right.
Even when you feel with a world of people who don't love you. See, today they call them haters. I don't even like to use that word, but that's what they call them.
Right.
Back then, I had people who just didn't like me for whatever reason. Just like I
Right.
lady Salon straight out of beauty school, thought she was going to be the best role model ever. She didn't like me. She told me straight out my face, you a house.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
And I said, what?
What?
But you know what I tell her today? Because I know she watching me. Thank you. Because you the one made my career go high.
What it is today. Yeah.
Because of you, I made sure anybody came in my salon didn't get treated like you treated me.
Right.
I never called her name out.
Uh-huh.
I called the salon out. It was called Upper Level Hair Studio. I will say that. But I never called her name. She know who she is.
Right.
And she treated me so bad. And I couldn't understand. And I said, why would this lady treat me like I'm her, she's my role model.
See, my work, right. I look up to you.
Because when I
But
got out,
I get treated like this.
I wanted to be the baddest haircut person. I wanted
Uh-huh.
to show me a picture and I wanted to be able to do it.
Right.
To the salon where they was bad haircut. They was cutting hair up in that.
You say they were cutting it up in
They
there, huh?
cutting up. Okay. And they always looked nice. You know how hairstylists just be fly, right?
Right, right.
Like, oh, I'm going up in there. Child, wasn't up in there a month.
It was out of there.
But I said, Lord, I thank you for that experience that month because it changed my whole life.
Yeah.
So,
It gave you the foundation that you have today.
so I want
Yeah.
somebody who feel like I felt, take it as a stepping stone for next.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes God got to show you the bad for you to see that everything ain't always good. Because you don't want to really even live in a world where everything is always good.
Because you don't learn anything.
But that ain't
You
the
know.
world.
Yeah.
No, everything ain't going to be always good. So you take the bumps. Take the bumps in the road and learn something.
Right.
Yeah, so that's my answer to that. I give people grace.
She give people grace, y'all. And she also said that everybody is different. We're all different. I'm paraphrasing. We're all different.
Yes, we are.
Got to give folks grace. We're all different. Wike says here, I'm glad you turned a horrible experience into something positive. She said it's jealousy. You had the talent and the joy / passion about hair, and she envied that. Jealousy always get people to show their hatred.
She saw it before I saw it.
She saw, yeah. She saw it in you before you saw it in you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. That leads me into behavior. What industry behavior did you once tolerate that you no longer accept now?
Oh, poor.
And this will lead me into the second part of that about dealing with boundaries. But yeah. we're gonna go with that one first.
Boundaries are
the industry behavior that you tolerated then. Well, let me go ahead and ask that question too, because they kind of
go
They
together.
the same but different. So what industry behavior did you once tolerate that you no longer accept? And what boundaries were hardest for you to establish and why? So that the behavior and the boundaries kind of go hand in hand. So that's why I'm, putting them both there.
Well, let's start with the behaviors.
The behavior, yes, ma'am.
I will not tolerate disrespect.
Okay.
Not tolerate that. I've been through that. I've
Uh-huh.
been through trusting people and getting my neck slashed.
Right, right, right.
I keep my ears and eyes open to the experience that I went through that were bad.
Uh-huh.
I've learned from them experience. So say I had a secretary that basically stabbed me in my back. She saw what was happening in my business, and she literally tried to sabotage my business because of jealousy. So the devil was inside the business and I didn't know it.
Wow.
So it moved her, and I said the only business partner I would get again that would know as much as she knew about my business would be my daughters, because I can't get mad at them.
Right, right, right.
So after that experience, I did everything myself, me and my mom, because my dad died 20 years before my mom. So
Okay.
my dad was no longer with us. And so
Uh-huh.
was my wisdom. She's a minister. She's evangelist. She was Evangelist Miller. She gave me the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding of the business.
Gotcha.
And so what I needed, I went to my mother.
So
And
was your mother in the industry as well, or
my mother,
she just was a businesswoman
she,
and could? Okay, gotcha.
she is my dad's wife, and she
And
worked.
she, yeah, she helped run the business.
But being with him, she knew a lot because she was
Right,
his helpmate. So
right, right.
my mom was a kept woman that went to work.
Gotcha.
My dad was the type that you go to work and just take my daughters out on the weekend with your paycheck.
Right, right, right,
That kind of wife. So
right.
tax time came. I remember my mom and dad sitting to the table with all these things. Like, I didn't know what filing taxes was, but I remember when it was
Just
tax,
sitting.
my mom
Yeah.
at the table all night long with these papers and this stuff and these tags and all this stuff. When I became a boss, I realized that they were doing taxes.
They were doing taxes and they expenses and they were keeping track of all
Yeah,
of that.
I'm
Yeah.
that.
My mom
And,
used to have a red folder.
mm,
It had a cover over it that she used to put
yeah.
all her documents as it relates to her business
Mm-hmm.
in there and would file
She
get
said,
whoever she had. But I remember her just putting stuff in there. And
yeah,
when it was that time, she would go to that folder and make sure, everything is good. And
yeah.
and I gotta tell you on that note, I do have an expense sheet. As a matter of fact, I got some stuff I gotta put in
Uh,
afterwards. So
okay.
but even though now when you use your business credit card and or debit card,
Right.
it tracks everything.
Mm.
But this is just the old school person in
I'm
me.
still old school. Me
I,
too.
I keep it and it also helps me to
Yeah.
see you,
Because
you know what I'm saying? Because you can swipe and yeah,
those
yeah.
stuff are not accurate like they. But when I see it, I believe it. You feel me?
Right, right. So I got some stuff I gotta put. So I'm there with you.
Yeah.
After I finish, I got some stuff that I gotta put, and I try to do it every few days where I update my spreadsheet and keep it together. Yeah, but I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So visually, you saw them
Yes.
not knowing what that was, but when you became the boss, you
Yeah.
understood what
Right.
they were doing then.
Right.
Yes,
Cool.
yes,
So when I had to get rid of the person who was stabbing me in my back,
right.
mom took over that part, and I said I'll never trust no one like that unless it's my daughters, because even if I get mad at my daughters, I'm not going to want to do to them what I wanted to do to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just had to, that was my balance in that. Now, the second part of that,
The boundaries. Yeah. What were the hardest? What boundaries were the hardest for you to establish or put in place, and why?
now the second part of that now we're talking about the hairstylist.
Right.
I won't so much be your friend as much as I was a friend, because being their friend, they would come in and say, I don't have my boyfriend today. I don't have this today. I don't have that today. You know, being that friend versus that boss.
Gotcha.
So it's boundaries now that I keep it. I love you, but it's professional now.
Professional. Yeah. You got to keep the professional boundaries there.
I have a
So they
grand,
respect the business.
yeah,
Because you, at the end of the day, you got a business to run.
yeah, I
Not
bought,
only that employs individuals, but it's this your livelihood.
right, I bought another level now because see, I got a granddaughter now. She be in my pockets and stuff, and I ain't got
You
I ain't got
gotta
coming to me talking about you ain't got my money, because I need my money because she already got a trip plan. You feel what I'm saying? So boundaries.
yeah,
I'm a whole grandmother now. I can't do what I used to do. I
yeah,
can't. I can't. The building has to be. Well, it's not my building. I'm leasing the building.
right, right,
The lights you use have to be turned on and off every time. You can't come in here and the lights ain't on. We can't do
right.
electricity if we don't need nothing else. So those are the boundaries that I set now. Keep it professional more than friends.
Right.
And I used to be my sister, my sister, and like I said, they would disrespect the obligations that they had.
That they had. Yeah.
So when I later on in years got a little stern, um, they understood, and a few of them now have their own salon, and they always thank
And
me.
they really understand. Nah. Right.
You're here with me now, but when you get your salon, you can't tell your light bill company I don't have my money. So I used to tell them, look at it as you're preparing yourself for your business, because I don't want you to say everybody who ever worked for me, I wanted them to go in their own salon.
Right.
So I told them, look at it as you're in your salon, getting ready for the next salon.
Right.
Because you cannot go tell light bill people I don't have it.
Right.
So things got better when I started teaching versus hi, being a friend.
Right. So
So
you stepped into that leadership role and
yeah,
on another level.
on another,
Like, okay, you just stopping through.
yeah,
You here for this time, but I'm prepping you for the next phase.
yeah. We
I'm
not,
prepping you for your space. I'm
yeah,
prepping you for the vision that you have for yourself, because you're not gonna always be here. And
right.
you wanted it like that.
I
You
wanted
you
them,
wanted them to grow and expand. It's like a mother. I
yes,
remember my mother telling me, I
yes,
want you to do better than me. And as a child, I thought, well, that's gonna make her look bad.
right.
But when I got older, I'm like,
Good.
no, that makes her look good
They,
because we've gone further than. So you were in essence saying, you here to start. I want you to grow and do better and spread your wings.
right. And they
Yeah.
were good hairstylists that, I mean, you want the best for them. It was one young lady, because I used to be like a recruiter girl for my salon. So everybody knew I was like a recruiter. They knew Regina wanted the best in her salon. So they
Right.
tell me when somebody was good, but they wasn't in the right situation. They knew that I could put them in the right situation, right?
Right.
So they was like, this girl named Miranda, she's in Walmart. She doing the 27 step. I ain't never seen nobody do the 27 step like that. Like, You need to go talk to her. And I was like, okay, on my lunch break, I'm going over there.
I'm going over there.
I got her the same day to leave Walmart. I told her, just come with me. You're going to be good. I don't know what they paying you, but you're going to pay your stuff way more than this. And she was like, I want to be she said, I want to be on commission. I said, see, Walmart got you thinking you need to be on commission. You don't need to be on commission. You need to be your own boss. You're going to be a booth friend in my salon. I'm going to show you.
Right. You're going to show her. See, not only did you give her the support, but you gave her the encouragement to step out from a situation,
Yes.
giving her the vision where you can do this.
Yes.
And not only can you do this, I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to help you do it.
I'm going to put the prices on the head. Make sure you get this money. I'm going to make sure
right.
Because I'm going to help you. She was like, okay, she trusted me. It was a month. And she was swinging. Had clients out
the door.
Had clients out the door. Never was not. When I tell you she could do this hairstyle, they loved it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, the girl was bad. Okay.
But it took you to go in to get her to see you can do. Yeah.
I said, you talent for Walmart, baby.
Right.
Walmart. Somebody believed in me one day. I was thinking about going to JCPenney before I got my career started. I was thinking about going to JCPenney, and somebody told me, you too good for JCPenney. Not that I was too good for JCPenney. It was like, your talent is
way bigger than
overall. No, you're not going there. And they was like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Okay, so people believed in me, not just my mom and dad all the time. I had literally people
believing in your talents and your gifts.
You know, down the line. We don't have enough time to talk about everything, but down.
Right. I still got some more questions. I'm gonna move us through because I don't want to take up your whole night.
Yeah, but
I don't want to take up your whole night. Yeah, so getting into leadership and longevity, which is the next kind of topic. I'm moving us through your expansive and extensive career path, these 38 years, and you all of this time that you've had time to be still in the game and be able to tell us, look, what the books don't teach us, what school don't teach us, and what we don't get in that textbook. So leadership and longevity, how did transitioning from peer to ownership change your mindset? I know you started in a small window with someone before you went into that, but how did that transition change your mindset, that shift? I know the experience did, but what helped in addition to that?
My mindset was, again, the motivation of feeding my small
children.
My children 15 months apart. So I felt like I had, just knowing the responsibility that was, my mindset always on go. I always created a plan and I made the plan work. So like the Bible said, write the plan down.
Write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk,
Every day I live by order, I live by balance, and I live by my plan had to work. And anything that was in my way, from a man to obstacles to negativity, I removed it instantly. Okay.
You didn't let it seems to me that you didn't let it linger an extended period of time to where it was interfering with your ability to run your salon and manage all of these things that you're doing, along with taking care of your children.
Anything
it had to be
eliminated.
Because
again, I had nobody to give me this.
Right.
So when you ain't got nobody to give you this,
you got to make the adjustments quicker.
I
And
got
it's interesting you say that because looking on my little short span, I knew now that I lingered in some places a little
too long.
too long. I did. And part of it was me not believing in my skill set, that I had the talent, even though I know with reps and stuff, I would get there. But my passion and love for what I did, or am doing, would have accelerate, you know what I'm saying, continue to accelerate, because I got clients that have been growing with me. As a matter of fact, I did one Friday and I'm like, I'm looking at his hairline and I'm like, it's so perfect for teaching.
Right.
And I said, I want to thank you for growing with me.
Awesome.
For growing with me.
Yeah.
And with that, staying in places longer than I should have.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for sharing that, because that's important.
Mm-hmm.
And we have different motivational factors that push us, along that path sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and whether it was a relationship, whatever.
Yeah.
I got out of relationships quick. Like, you got a problem with me working in the salon as long as I do, or whatever, what my program.
Greetings, Cheryl. Cheryl Morrow has joined us, the hair oracle out of California. Thank you for tuning in. We're talking tonight about still in the game with Miss Regina Miller. What experience really teach you growth that you can't learn in school, or you don't learn in school. I should say, add that in. And right now we're talking about leadership and longevity. She's sharing an experience and how she's been able to move, and not, well, I should say not move, but not allow difficulties, challenges, or things like that to be in the way of what she needs to get done. She removes them quickly so that she can continue on the path of being about her business and taking care of her girls, and now supporting them and assisting with the care of her granddaughter at this point with the winner circle. And they are truly a winner circle. They truly a winner circle. Let's see. Oh, WK says, okay. Hey, Cheryl. Thank y'all for joining. We greatly appreciate it. So my next question is, what do seasoned professionals sometimes struggle to admit about growth? And you've been very open and candid about your early years and some of the things that you've experienced. So what do seasoned professionals sometimes struggle with when it comes down to admitting about growth?
Okay. Myself, it's hard to just be me sometimes.
Yeah.
I want to be somebody else sometimes. Like, I don't want to be the boss all the time. I don't want to be paying all the bills all the time. I don't want to be figuring out things all the time. I really just want to be the person on the other side sometimes.
Right.
And so, that's hard for me, because when everybody is looking to you and depending on you, how can I be that?
Right.
So that's what I deal with inside here. And that's a secret I've never really told anybody. Like, I want to be on the other side sometimes.
So, you know what? And I can see that seasoned professionals in your position of salon ownership and leadership saying that you're the go-to person. You're the one that handles everything, puts out the fires, pay all the bills. Being on the other side, someone that doesn't. Yeah. Right. I can see that. I
want to just and I contemplated, doing that. Like,
right.
No more salons. Just go
I go in and I just have a little space in a space.
Go get a suite and do my little 1-2-1-2
and keep it moving.
No. And this is how I know it ain't for me. It wasn't for me. I went and looked at a suite.
I
Solar.
was going that was gonna be
Solar.
my next question, because you see a lot of suites and booth ownership is not on go ahead, go ahead.
So I went to Solar and did a walkthrough.
Uh-huh.
In the downside, I do that, right? This is since I moved to Georgia.
Okay.
And so, being new here, I said, well, I ain't gonna open a salon here right now. So I went to the Solar Suite and went through the suite. Now I'm supposed to be looking through the suite to see what suite I want. I'm looking at the people in the suite. And so
That's the leadership in you.
first thing I thought about was leadership. Oh, because the Solar Suite that where it's located,
Uh-huh.
big plaza. You got Walmart, Sam's Club, you got all these businesses. I'm a networking queen, right?
Right.
Oh, I'm seeing opportunities other than this suite. So I'm going through the suite, but I'm looking at the stylists. I'm like, boy, we could be out in the parking lot helping the kids back to school. We could be doing a whole lot of stuff in this parking lot.
Right.
But God said that ain't sweet life. People go into sweet to not be bothered with people like you. So I said, Lord, you're right. I can't bother these people.
Look, I gotta go back over here to
They ain't want to be bothered with me. They don't want me knocking on their sweet door talking about, girl, let's do a free kids hairdo drive in the park. They don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that.
I need a salon for the rest of my life.
Right. Wow. So, and you talking about sweet life, what is your viewpoint on that? Because it's become more popular. A lot of individuals are coming out of high school, going in the street. I mean, suites, going in the street. Yeah, they going in the street. Going into suites, and going into these solo environments. Me personally, I can function in either one. I know the advantages and the camaraderie that comes in being in a space where you have individuals,
Right.
a team space.
Right.
Yet at the same time, I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
The suites ain't it. Because the suites is it for seasoned hairstylists who, you get back, you stop doing hair and you getting back in the game and you just want to not deal with the rah-rah.
Right.
Because I know some hairstylists that are seasoned. They got their set clientele. They don't even want new clients. They got set clientele. I think suites are for them.
Right.
The set clientele, who's coming every week. You're not doing new clients. You don't want no new clients. You just want peace and go home.
Go home, yeah.
Meaning you're over 50. You ain't got time for the rat race, but you can make your money in peace.
Right.
I don't think young people out of beauty school should go in no suite because you ain't learned nothing. You ain't learned nothing. It costs more to be in a suite than a brick and mortar salon, beauty salon, hair salon.
Right.
You can go and be a booth renter for maybe $100, $150, $200. I don't know what they are, but I know in this area, maybe $100, $200 a week, right?
Right.
Suites are sometimes up to $1,800 a month.
Right.
Why would you pay $1,800 a month in a suite just getting out of beauty school when you can pay $400 to $600 a month? Why would you do that to yourself?
Right.
You learn anything. I feel like you need to be in an environment of the old school brick and mortar beauty salon, hair salon. Learn
something. Yeah, get some stuff under your belt.
And then they go sweet and they think they are bosses now.
Right. And they don't know nothing.
It's that you don't have a beauty salon in a suite. You just a booth renter in somebody suite.
Place. We can't says a salon with a team can help you perfect your craft as well as learn new techniques and skills. It's like iron sharpens iron. Other stylists can help sharpen one another. That's true. That's
Absolutely.
true. Yeah.
Going in a suite, I've learned my best color techniques in the salon with other people. As the salon owner, I had color technicians come in and teach us stuff that none of us knew.
See?
As a
Yeah.
salon owner, every quarter, I had hair colorists come in. I would pay them to teach us classes on Sunday afternoon. I had hair people, whatever it took that we needed to make our salon.
Salon, right, right.
You
But
can't
you know what?
eat.
We don't. I didn't see that in the barbershops.
You can't get that in the suite.
You can't get, yeah, you can't get that in the suites. Yeah.
Depends on who the leader is in the salon. You still ain't gonna get it.
You got a point there. If they're not interested in the type of leadership that you are talking about and also demonstrating,
Right.
you're not going to get that because they're not looking at team.
Right.
They're not looking at building you to the point where I want to see you go off on your own. It's almost like a selfish thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I want you to bring that money here. Yeah.
It because people are mean. So like if suites were a thing when I was treated bad, I might have would have went to a suite.
Yeah.
People running something. They're running from things. They're running from hurt. They're running from pain. They're running from no love. They're running from bad leaders.
Right.
They end up in suites. But I need people to understand that there's salons still open that can help you get where you need to go. Everybody's not the same.
True. And you know what? You touched on something. When you're a salon, and I'm going to include barber shop too, when you own a business within the industry, leadership is so important.
Yes.
And if you're not leading by example,
yeah,
it is. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna hold my hand up because it's so important. It really is important. Leadership will make or break you. It'll make or break you. And in your case, when you had that scenario, you went into a salon, and you, like you said, had it been suites back then, you probably would have ended up in a suite versus the salon.
Thank God it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because I had the paperwork and everything. I had my kids with me, well, my grown children with me, and I was like, "Y'all come with me to look at this suite." They was like, "Mom, you need to stop. You know, you ain't finna work in." And going through the hallway with the lady,
you know what? I remember seeing some clips that you did, and I'm looking at this like, that's small. Oh, that's small for Miss, because your vision is so big. Yes. But I get you was making a transition, and you know, well, I'm gonna do something a little different. And you was like, God said, not today, not today, not on this watch. Oh man, oh.
Salon owner in the suites. I said, how? She said, you can rent out the big suite, and then you can like put three people with you. I said, oh no, if I gotta do all that, I get it. I just
hey, let's go on back over here where I know.
Yeah, I said I try to make y'all no money like that now. I said I know how to be a salon owner. I mean, if I come here, it's just gonna be me. I'm not coming in here in the solar with a whole team. Like, come on.
Hey, they thought they had somebody that ain't been in the business a minute.
I let them know.
Right.
And so yeah. So
let me ask you this question before we get into the long game and close. Well, I got a couple more questions. Hang in there with me. Your stuff is so good.
Okay.
Hey, tell your daughters and your granddaughters, please hang in there a little bit with me. The last question in the leadership and longevity I have for you, and we can't just put up I think I answered this. If not, oh yeah, I did. I shared her comment. What's the cost of refusing to evolve in the industry? Because we can see where you have evolved throughout this conversation. We not only see you provided examples of evolution through the industry, but tell us what's the cost of refusing to evolve in this industry since you've been in it so long and you still in the game. What can you share with those who are professionals in the industry and even some of these young folks, because they need to hear this too, about the cost of refusing to evolve? What
it's
Yeah,
it's limitless.
yeah,
It's limitless. If you want to make, talking about, I'm gonna get into finances.
right,
You make, just say 6 figures a year. This is the great industry to be in. You don't. It's limitless. You, with the cosmetology license, barber license. I'm gonna just speak on a cosmetology license because I really, don't know too much about the barber license. But
uh-huh.
I can be 12 things with a cosmetology license. Nobody can tell me I can't do it. I can do
Right,
pedicures, manicures, facials, eyes, do the what they call it, the waxing, the facial wax.
right,
I can do hair. I can do anything I want with hair. I can do braids. I can do all the stuff. There's about 10 jobs that come with the cosmetology license in itself.
right.
It's limitless.
And that's the training that you've had within the training that you've had that puts you in a position where you can have all of those
Just
areas. Yeah.
can do all of those things with your cosmetology license.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it's limitless. If you want to make 6 figures, like I said earlier, you don't have to just be behind the chair.
Be behind the chair. You talked about stuff in the community, nursing homes, contracts,
Yes.
competition,
Yeah.
behind the scenes. You did some stage stuff.
Funeral.
You and your daughter,
Yes.
she get the body right. You make sure they look beautiful by the head. Beast and beauty mode.
It's
you know,
limitless.
yeah, it's limitless.
Why would you want to not do it if you're in it and it's something that you thinking about? You went to school. I tell people all the time, if you went to beauty school, there was a reason.
Right.
That same reason, and get back in the game and stay in it, because you're your own problem.
Tell
If
it.
you're lazy, these are the only things that it could be. And I'm just being real. Lazy,
Don't say it.
you're lazy, or you have family problems, you have life situations, and all of these things I can give you grace for. But if you want to think that there's somebody who's going to come and drag you and say, come on, girl, come on, man, and they ain't coming, because they
They
didn't
ain't coming.
come for me.
It's not happening.
Not coming. You're going to
Wow.
have to do it.
Yeah.
Let people know who you are.
Speak it. And you know what?
Period.
When I'm out and about, if I see a great cut, if I see a great hairstyle, I did it before I became a barber stylist,
Right.
but I focus on it, not focus on it. I notice it that much more, especially cuts.
Right.
I can see the lines in the cuts. I can see where it is not blended right. But I bring that up because when I compliment somebody, not only just their hairstyle, if they got a nice outfit on, if there's something that I notice about them, I speak on it. But in saying that, sometimes they'll look at me and I'm like, I'm a barber, so I'm a barber stylist.
Right.
So I'm giving you a genuine compliment. This real. I'm not just saying it just to be saying it. And
Right.
then the conversation will start from there. Or, I do speak about it. Because
Right.
you're right. If you don't say anything, people don't know.
People
And I
don't-
always try to keep my head together.
That's your
Yeah.
problem. Not telling people who you are. When you're self-employed, because you're self-employed in this business.
Yes, you are.
Money. And let me tell you, the people who I see in the grocery store and places like that, and I say, because I like doing haircuts, right? So if I see somebody with a bad haircut, I'm giving them my card, right? I'm very right. I'm very supportive.
Right.
So the first thing they be like, oh, I need somebody to do my hair. My hairstylist left. She's this, she's that. I'm trying to do my hair myself. Oh my God. You'd be surprised who's waiting on you.
Right, right,
Tell people who you are.
right.
So that's my answer to that. It's limitless.
It's limitless. It's limitless.
I
Refusing to evolve in this industry limits you. So Ms. Regina is saying it's limitless. So by evolving and looking at what your licensure holds
yeah,
for you or provides you with the opportunity to do,
yeah.
it's limitless. When you
Right.
don't evolve, you're limiting yourself by not evolving
And then
because there's so much you can do.
let me
Go ahead.
add services.
Yeah.
Also add services that relate to your license. I sell hair. I started a website to sell hair for the
Uh-huh.
clients. Why should my clients sit in my chair for a hair weave and bring the hair? I've had that happen years ago. They brought the hair was horrible. I did the weave, had to take it out and redo it with some good hair because I put my hard work.
You say with some good hair.
Yeah,
Because they buying that inexpensive hair.
I put
Right,
my,
right,
and you bringing me trash from the beauty store down the street.
right, right.
So start adding services. So let me give you an example for those who really want to learn something.
Gotcha.
Your hair weave, say $300. The hair, $300. You just made $600. But take away what you paid for the hair because you got to buy the hair. So you got
Right.
say 150 out of three. So you done made 450 off your client. If your client at beauty store down the street and gave them 300, you only made $300.
See, that's the business side that they don't teach you in school.
They don't teach you in school that.
They don't teach you that in school.
Add on services.
Add on services that you do.
So
She
instead of
just gave you a prime example. You
yes,
doing weaves. You
retail
want to retailing it. Oh yeah, talk about that.
wholesale license.
Right.
I can sell hair because I have a wholesale license.
That's
So
the business side, y'all. That's the business side.
okay, those are things you learn in my course, Life After Beauty School. I'm giving to you all of that because it's bigger than hair. These women are they're beautiful women. They want to be beautiful. They first come into you to be beautiful. So you give them everything. Give them everything. Don't just do their hair. They gonna need a brush, right? The brush hair. They gonna need a brush to brush the weave. I got packets
Not
with
Pat. No, I'm stop. Go ahead. Go.
the weave by me. You going out with a brush, comb, shampoo, conditioner, things that I know that you need to take care of that weave. Add-on services. Why should you
Mm-hmm.
go get a wig brush and you just put a wig on their head? Think. You're the consumer. You're gonna be everything to them that they need. And that's why they keep coming back to you because you're going to be everything to them that they need. People don't want to go to the store. Did you see the beauty store? I just did a video yesterday. Went to the beauty store looking for my granddaughter. Real quick ponytail. That store was so packed. I don't even know who buys anything in there. You can't send your clients out to these places because they're not equipped to even find what they're looking for.
Let's not know what they're looking for. Yeah.
That's just like you do extensions sometimes with the stuff, right?
Yeah.
You gotta have that.
Yeah.
Just come sit down. I got you.
I got you. Yeah.
Because they're not gonna find it how you gonna find it. They want the opportunity to just sit down and get their hair done and feel beautiful and know that you taking care of them. When your clients get that feel of my stylist gonna take care of me, that's a lifetime stylist.
Right. That's it.
I mean,
That's it.
client.
And I mainly deal with a lot of children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mainly those on the spectrum.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
Yeah.
no store and buy nothing.
Uh,
They just want to get them to your chair. They ain't trying to go in no store with them chairs.
Nope. You're right. Let's talk about the long game. How do you stay relevant without chasing every trend?
Now that gotta go with some boundaries too, because
Right. How do you stay relevant without? Yeah. And I know we talked about this when I was on your podcast. You talked about certain things you do, but tell them how you've been able to stay in the long game because you're not chasing trends.
No,
I'm gonna just say that.
Exactly what I just said a few minutes ago. I'm letting my clients know that they got me. They can depend on me for healthy hair, strong hair, availability. I'm on time. When you call me, I'm gonna answer. If I don't answer, you gonna call me back. I'm gonna call you back. They depend on me. I'm reliable. I am dependable. I don't have to do what y'all doing out here on these internet streets and all of these. You in your chair showing the world you doing here. My customers don't want to be seen on the internet. They don't want to be seen on the internet. They do not. That's why I'm saying 50% of the people are on the internet and 50% of the people not. The ones that are not are the ones that's going to pay your mortgage. They're going to pay your car note. They're going to pay
these bills. Yeah. They're going to pay these bills. Yes.
Okay. Them internet clients, they hopping from your chair to
the next chair and the other chair.
Every time
it might come back to you if you have
over there to her. Oh, let me try her. Oh, let me try her. That's why you don't see me doing hair on the internet. You don't see me doing hair on the internet.
Yeah.
I talk hair all day. I have hair platforms, but you don't see me doing no hair. The only time I show videos really is with my glam team. Like the videos I sent you.
Right. And speaking of videos, we got one more that I want to show Miss Regina doing short hair. Huh?
I need you to do it. Play the music. I need a commercial bathroom break.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Right. All right. We're gonna play these videos and we're gonna add the sound into them. So this is Miss Regina doing short hair. In action. We don't own the rights to the music. This is just in the video.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find.
All right. So for those of you who are just joining, here are some clips from Miss Regina. This is her talking about being in the best industry in America.
Job in America is the beauty industry.
Hands down, the best job in the world is the beauty industry. Here's another one. This is her taking on the partnership with her daughter. Her daughter is a professional trainer who gets individuals who are in competition ready to compete. And she does the beauty aspect while her daughter handles the body and getting them in beauty and beast mode.
Love, and it is sisterhood. It is letting them know
And this is another aspect of Regina's business that she talked about, being behind on stage or behind the stage, assisting with hair. And this is a unit that she put on to an individual who has locks, but you couldn't tell that she has locks with this unit. Hold on. Hello. All right, Miss Regina made it back. Thank you so much for your time, and I got a few more questions, and then we'll close it out for you. So, and not chasing trends. That's how you stay. That's how you stay relevant.
Right. Not chasing. I can't.
Not taking it. Yeah.
You will burn out. You will burn out. I like my granddaughter. She's 14. I do things with her that I would have never did.
Right. I think she we're gonna have to get her back on. I don't know if the connection got lost or what happened, but she'll be back, y'all. Just hold on. We have this is episode number 61 with Regina Miller, still in the beauty game. She's talking about what experience really teaches you, growth you can't learn or you don't learn, I should say, in school. This comes from experience, what she's sharing with us. This comes with experience. She has 32 years in the industry, 28 license because she started out braiding and doing hair. Now she's doing hair, selling retail. I gotta hold on. We got
Okay.
you. I got you. There you go. There you go.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Let me just remove that. Say something. Speak again.
Bring me back up.
Can you hear
Let
me?
me see.
You gotta speak up a little bit.
Okay,
We can't say, oh no.
Okay.
Got you. Look, we
I
can't
can't hear.
say, oh no. Sandra said, come back, Regina, come back.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I can't hear you.
Oh wow, that's interesting. My mic
Somebody
is on.
called in and it
knocked you
and then
off.
I
Okay.
then I came back in.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I
It's saying you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Right.
Boy, the
You're
devil is
on.
a liar.
Let's see.
Come back, Regina.
Right.
I'm here, but I
She's
can't hear
back.
I can't hear the host. I can't hear Yah-Tay.
I don't know why, because I can I'm speaking and I can hear my mic.
You're going in and out. You're going in and out, but I can't hear you like before.
Okay. So come out and come back in. I'm gonna disconnect both of them.
Maybe that might be what we have to do.
Yeah. You come back out and come back in.
I hear you now.
You can okay.
Yay!
So I just removed it. I just removed the other one that closed out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to remove that off. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
The audio was still connected. So we're talking about the long game as we prepare to close out. I got a few more questions for Ms. Regina, y'all. So y'all hold on. You know, we can't clap and she like, yay.
Yes.
So what does playing the long game mean to you? Because you're still in this it's not a game, but
I know what you're saying.
You know, yeah. You're still, what does playing the long game mean to you?
It means everything to me because when God gifted me the gift to do hair, it was bigger than hair, of course. He gave me the opportunity to take care of my children. They're 34 and 35 now. So that's a long way. You know what I mean?
That's a long
a long way.
That's a long time.
They were 2 or 3 years old. Okay. And so I am just so grateful to God that as long as I can breathe and I'm healthy, I'm gonna do what I love. And I feel like the world needs people like me and other stylists that are, still in the game and still loving what they do, because this new generation, they need seasoned hairstylists. They need people,
whether they know it or not, they need seasoned stylists.
The knowledge, the understanding.
Yes.
As long as I can give it, that's just who I am. Like, I'm all hair. That's me. I have a lot of other hats, but my real hat is a salon owner, and I carry that to my grave. Like, that is it. Like, if my beneficiary, whatever you call it, when you die, you had the little paper, whatever. it don't need to say nothing but hair salon owner. Literally, because
hair salon owner,
that's all I need to say, because that's what I love. And when you do what you love, You don't need to do anything else. I don't even feel like I'm going to work when I do what I love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every day, I'm talking to people and people are talking to me, and God created these platforms that I could talk about hair all day if I wanted to or whatever. And even when I take a break, and I do, I don't beat myself up
Talk
because
about that. That's so important that you give yourself that time.
yeah, I
It
take
is.
breaks. I do. And
Yeah.
now that my kids are grown, I don't have to worry about what I got to put on their back and how they gonna eat. They doing good. They 34, 35. So I take breaks now for real, for real. And I am so happy, and having the contract with my glam team that gave me, when I moved to Georgia, I didn't have to really open a salon because the contract is taking care of me. So
Right.
I said, I'm not opening another salon until 2027. And I'm only opening
Look,
that
hold on. Where you opening it up at?
probably in Georgia.
Okay.
Probably in Georgia. Most likely it's gonna be in Georgia. And
Okay.
my thing is, I'm opening it up for my community because as my community on
Talk about that.
is getting to know me, they want to come where I'm at. They're willing to fly in. They're willing to drive 2 and 3 hours. They want to come where I'm teaching.
Wherever you are, they coming.
I have hairstylists willing to move to work in the salon.
Along with you. Wow.
People want to be around good people. They want to know that they're okay. They want to know that they're going to be able to survive and be with a team that's, like I tell them, we're going to be in the chair, outside the chair. We're going to be traveling, doing
right.
things, because I don't have babies anymore. So the things that I used to do, I'm not even, no, these are new things. These are
new
ideas.
things. So you got a new vision within the vision.
Yes,
A new vision within the vision, because your life has evolved to now you can tap into some other things because you don't have the same lifestyle that you had early on in your career.
The kids are grown, and
the kids are grown, so you can do more, do more things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we can't say it here. That's right. It doesn't feel like work if you are passionate and love what you do.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
It really doesn't.
Yeah. So the next salon is for the you know how the Bible says, the latter will be greater.
The latter shall be greater. Yes, yes, ma'am.
My testimony scripture is Deuteronomy 28. And I gotta get the Bible and read this to y'all, because
look, hold up. Hey, hey, hold on. Hey, you see?
Okay.
I got my little one over here.
Let me pull
you
up.
You say Deuteronomy, hold on.
Deuteronomy 28. Let's cause see, we ain't playing with this thing here. Come on, Deuteronomy. I know where you at. I should have had your mom.
The old book.
The old book.
You say 28, right?
Deuteronomy 28. Come on, Deuteronomy.
I got you. And I got this. Look, got these little. I need to go get my leadership Bible because these words kind of small in this little one right here.
Well, I'm finna
but
read.
I can see. Look, I can see. Okay. Demise.
So, because this is a testimony, y'all, somebody might need to hear this. Okay. Now I'm gonna read it. It go long. I ain't gonna read the whole thing. I'm just gonna read the scripture that I'm talking about.
Okay, tell us which one you talking about.
I'm wait a minute. I gotta look it up now. Let me see. Okay.
Look, let me grab my leadership Bible. Hold on. Let me grab my other one before you get to reading. Because I want to see these big words and see what this leadership has to say about it.
Yes, hold up, man. Because I got to say.
I got it. Deuteronomy 28. Hold on. Here comes to. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. I gotta make sure. Make sure I'm reading the right one. Because build a house better than vineyard. I think it's 30. We're 30 at. This book here, you know this is a good chapter because it got a whole lot of
highlights and stuff in it.
yeah, hold on. We're 30 at.
Look,
29. And you should okay. Let me say. And you should okay. All right, hold up.
no, take your time. Take your time. So if you're tuning in now, you have joined episode number 61, still in the beauty game with Miss Regina Miller. We're talking about what experience really teaches you. Growth you can't or won't learn, I should say, in school. And throughout this podcast, we've talked about a lot. We've gone through a number of different things, and now we're talking about the long game. And she's breaking it down for us.
Okay, so
what does playing the long game mean? And she's preparing to give us some
scripture.
Words,
okay.
The scripture to go with playing this. What verse is it?
We go to Deuteronomy 28, 1. Then I'm gonna read 1 to 14 because I gotta read it all.
I got you.
I ain't gotta read it all, but I'm gonna get to the point and then I'm gonna stop. Okay, Deuteronomy 28. And if you faithfully, this is for blessings when you obey God. Okay, this is when you obey God.
And look, what version you reading from? What?
Let me see. This is the New English Standard Version.
Okay, good. So we getting this late, so y'all can understand what's going on.
Yeah, because see, it's bigger than hair.
Right.
And if you ain't got no scripture, then you don't want to fool with us anyway.
Right. This blessings blessings on obedience.
That's right. So 28, and I'm starting to read it right now. And if you faithfully obey the voice of the Lord your God, being careful to do all his commandments that I command you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations on the earth. And all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you. Now I want to stop here with the overtake you. That's the part about Deuteronomy 28 when he said, I'm going to bless you so good that the blessings are going to overtake you. Okay? If you obey the voice of the Lord your God, blessed shall you be in the city, and blessed shall you be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of your womb, the fruit of your womb, and the fruit of your ground, and the fruit of your cattle, the increase of your herds, and the young of your flock. Blessed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. Blessed shall you be when you come in, and blessed shall you be when you come out. The Lord will cause your enemies who rise against you to be defeated before you. They shall come out against you one way and flee before you 7 ways. The Lord will command the blessings on you in your bonds and in all that you undertake. And he will bless you in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. The Lord will establish you as a people holy to himself, as he has sworn to you. If you keep the commandments of the Lord your God and walk in his ways, and all the people of the earth shall see that you are called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of you. I'm going to stop right there. That's why I like Deuteronomy 28. Okay, he said the blessings that I'm going to give you will overtake you. See, I got a little thing about, I feel like Job sometimes, because I had a little break in my career when my mother died in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost lost it, y'all. All of the the motivation, inspiration, all the I'ma show up for me, all of that went down the drain when my mother died. I had to ask the Lord. I said, y'all getting a part of me that I don't think nobody ever got tonight. I said, Lord, if you can heal me from how bad I feel from losing my mother, I'm going to tell the whole world about you. I'm never going to turn my back. I'm never going to doubt you. I ain't doing nothing that you don't want me to do. If you can heal me from just how I feel. Because it was so bad. I got daughters looking at me. I got a granddaughter looking at me. And they didn't even know I was hiding. I would wait till my daughter go to work and cry all day. I knew they was coming home from work or school. I started putting on makeup and doing my hair, acting like I've been good all day. They never saw me cry.
Right.
It's bad when you're depressed and you hiding. Okay? So guess what? Long story short, God healed me. The testimony is social media. Don't think that social media can't be good. Because guess what? That's people that you don't know from all over the world.
Over the world, yeah.
I can't reach social media on my block. I can't reach social media. I can't reach nobody in Africa from my room.
Right. But on social media, you can.
I can reach the masses.
You can reach the masses, the world.
So guess what? A miracle happened. This YouTube channel I tell y'all about, Regina Miller Hair. It's like it happened overnight. I don't know. I'm still in shock. It saved my life. My mother told me before she died, like I'm talking about, she stopped talking. When I tell you she stopped talking after she told me this, literally, that was our last conversation. She said, daughter, don't stop talking. I know your dreams. I know your future. Don't stop talking.
Don't stop talking.
Your voice is going to take you to rooms that you ain't been in yet. I said, I was chasing that until 2025. The Lord showed me what my mama was talking about. Salon talk. I was talking every day, telling my salon stories, talking about, I said, what better thing to talk about is something that I know about.
Right.
Salon talk is the platform that I use on YouTube, and it has gotten me to over 250K subscribers in a matter of months. You can't do that on YouTube normally. I got another channel still at 8,000 just sitting there. But when God is involved, he will move numbers. He will move whatever needs to be moved out your way and put you where you need to
where
be.
you need to be.
He will make people hear you. Millions of people see that channel every day. If I show you the stats right now, which I wish I had, in the last 7 days, 1.4 million people. That's just the last 7 days.
WK says here, amen. You can never go wrong following God's commandments and living by his principles.
Never.
Sandra says your mother foretold your future.
Yes, she did. And Cassandra, I was chasing it. I tell everybody what my mama meant when she said, don't stop talking. Yeah. But I had to get out of my funk. I had to get rid of all of that. And God showed me just as clear. Talk about the salon. I said, what will I name it?
Wow. As you're talking, I'm going back to my last day at the barber shop that I was at where you saw me. And I was going through some stuff. And I would communicate. So it wasn't like, you see a situation and you don't provide a solution.
Right.
That's just who I am, amongst other things.
Right.
But I maintain my schedule that I set because I was a 1099.
Right.
There's a difference when you're a 1099 and a W-2. And
Right.
oftentimes places that offer commission, they toe a fine line between that. But nonetheless, I want to go to the conversation, with your mother and her foretelling your future. And mine is I won't say a little reverse, but on my last day at the barber shop. Now my dad knew things were going on, but I didn't share a whole lot with him because of his situation, and I didn't want to burden him.
Right.
But when I go back and I look at my call log, my dad was calling me a lot more often and a couple times a day. So now that I think back, I think he knew.
Of course.
Something was, you know what I'm saying? And my very last day, my dad transitioned that day.
Oh my God.
He transitioned on that day.
Wow.
And when I finished the day, I sat in my truck. Because see, early that, I'm just going to be transparent. Early that week, my dad transition was the third thing that happened. So that Monday hadn't even started. I had a conversation with the owner, and because I wouldn't do a certain thing, it was said that we'll make this your last week. Okay. So I had to choose between me and you wanting to add some additional days. Now, mind you, the days that I worked, my schedule stayed full.
Right.
I stayed committed to my schedule. And because I know the difference between 1099 and W-2,
right,
I knew my rights and responsibility. And I had to, during that time, I was dealing with my dad's situation. I'm here by myself. And I was also dealing with some health stuff.
Okay.
So I had went and talked to him, and I'm like, look, if I'm dead, none of this matters.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? None of this matters. But I always stayed in communication, and there's some other things, but I'm just giving you an overview.
Right.
So the decision was made to, because I wouldn't agree to this additional day, because I knew that I was going to my appointments, I was doing different things, and I knew, but I was there on the days that, it's a lot of traffic, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. But nonetheless, I decided no, because I had to choose me. I had to choose me. So this decision was made, and I was like, okay, the flesh wanted to, and I'm telling this for the very first time. I've never shared this in public. The flesh wanted to say, well, I just go in and pick up my stuff and not worry about it. So that happened Monday. I found out on that Monday that a friend that I was in the military with had passed. The daughter had been trying to get in contact with me, and she wasn't able to get in contact with me. She figured out my last name and reached out to me on Facebook Messenger and sent me the message. What I didn't know that my friend had passed away some months prior, but she was trying to get in contact with me. And another thing that happened that weekend before, so that happened Monday. Those two things happened Monday. The weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a friend came to visit me, and I found out she had breast cancer. So those things were going on top of what I was going through personally.
Right.
So when I got that last message, I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, Lord, now this too. I didn't think about the friend because that had happened the week before.
Right.
Right? That happened the week before. So we starting on the new week, Sunday, Monday. And I'm like, dang, Lord, this too. They say it comes in threes. What's this? Not knowing my dad was going to transition that weekend.
Wow.
So after I got off the phone, my flesh was like, I just go get my stuff. Because I looked at my calendar that day, and I didn't, at that point, looking at my calendar, I didn't have anybody booked. I didn't look back at my calendar until a few days later. But Spirit say, no, go in, do it, and make that it. So glad. Saturday was my last day. My family was trying to get in contact with me. Nobody could get in contact with me because when I'm at the shop, I have my business line. Right. My personal line, I'll look at it, but it's not on. It was in the ring light. So I can see it, but I'm not answering it because it's business day.
Yeah.
47 notifications. And I'm like, okay, that's a combination of, whatever, your Instagram, Facebook, all of this. So I said, well, I'll get to it. Phone rings at the barbershop. One of the barbers say, Miss Yah-Tay, somebody on the phone. They say it's emergency. And in my mind, I'm thinking, emergency? Who not even thinking about my dad.
Right.
They ain't crossed my mind. Get the phone. My sister called to tell me, have you heard? And I'm like, heard what? Anyway, I get off the phone. I got a client. So fast forward to the week, I was fully booked the whole weekend, fully booked. I get off the phone. I turn around. I got my 6-year-old client in the chair. So I got to pull it together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Those,
yes. I got to pull it together.
Got to pull it together.
Right. I got to pull it together because I don't know what she heard.
Yeah.
So I go through the whole day, and hindsight, I'm glad that my flesh didn't say, because God already knew this was going to happen. I'm glad that my flesh didn't say, go pick your stuff up.
Wow.
Go pick your stuff up. I'm glad that I listened, sat still, just said my piece. Yeah, I'm not doing this. And I'll go through, because the decision was mutual.
Right.
And leading up to it, I knew that it was time, but Yah-Tay wasn't ready because I hadn't put all the things in place to make the move.
Right.
And I was just there.
Yeah.
So my dad passed that day. My clients, when they came in, they instantly knew something was different. I let them know. They were very supportive. The staff that was there that day, they were very supportive. But when I got finished and I took the remainder of my stuff out and I sat in the truck, I said, okay, Lord, this is it. This is final. This is that. You said that segment is done. It's done. And I wept. I wept not only for my dad, but I wept for that experience. You know what I'm saying? And I also felt like my dad was releasing me too. Like, baby, you ain't got to go through that no more. Because I would tell him certain things.
Yeah.
Without overburdening him.
Right. But they know.
Because I was here by myself. He was concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and even the night before that he transitioned, I had went to Lowe's to get some more boxes because I was putting my stuff in storage. And I hadn't called him. And he was like, you done left the barber shop. I was like, yes, I just stepped in the house. I'm going to eat. I was literally standing in the kitchen eating. out of my container. And I said, I'm gonna take a bath and I'm gonna go to bed. And we was doing our check-in.
Right.
And I said, well, I'll call you in the morning. But the next day I never called him because I rode in silence, because we would always talk with me going to the barbershop, heading in. We would always talk. But this morning I rode in silence. I didn't turn on the radio, didn't turn on nothing.
That'd be some deep stuff when you ride in silence, girl.
Yeah, I was like, it was transition, and I'm just replaying everything, that I do, and I know that I did. I did it, but I'm not gonna let anybody run over me. You know what I'm saying? I know my rights and responsibilities.
Right.
So, and I kept the full book, even with the schedule that I worked. I kept the full book.
Right.
Now in the beginning I didn't, because I was building. But yeah, it was tough. But like you say, our parents know. And I got a conversation of my dad. You at the barber shop? I had to get on him. Don't call me at the bar. I'm at the barber shop. Okay.
Yeah.
I call you. So he would call in the morning and in the evening.
Yeah.
And every now and then I would check on him, a FaceTime him, so he could see. Yeah.
Those moments, when you look back on it, like, you can see what they really saw.
Yeah.
To see what they really saw. And so I understand by listening to you, I could see that he saw what you didn't even know he saw. You know what I mean? And so they do be preparing us, like, and because my mom, she would have never wanted me to go into depression, because she's not here no more. Like, that would have been totally against her. But I'm human. And I used to tell people, I'm not my mom, because they'd be like, oh, you finna be the next evangelist. Oh, I got so mad when people said that, because
right. Yeah.
my mom was, they don't want this evangelist, because I'm gonna be the Juanita Bynum type of evangelist. I'm finna tell all y'all off. My mother was nice. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
right.
Y'all don't want Evangelist Miller II. Oh no, y'all don't want that, because see, I'm gonna give y'all this, what they call Y2K version. Yeah, I'm Y2K version evangelist. Y'all ain't ready for that.
Right.
Because people don't want to hear the truth. They want you to dance all around the truth. I'm coming straight shooter with you. Stop sleeping.
We can't laugh, and she like, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, stop sleeping with the pastor. I see you over there at his house.
Right.
When his wife at the grocery store, you going through the side door. Stop doing that. That's the kind of evangelist I would be. So they don't want me to be an evangelist. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's something though. But I'm grateful for the experience. But I know you gotta put yourself first, and it's a lot more to it. I'm giving you the quick version of it, but I had to take a stand and say, you know what, I got to take care of me. I got to put me first. And as a business owner, he had to put his business first. So it worked out, and that too, knowing how God knew what was coming.
Right.
And then that happened, whole month, because he was my last living parent. So I was depressed. I was floored, because it was unexpected. It happened fast. We was just in conversation. I just had a conversation, not even 24 hours with him. So I'm still in shock. Yeah. So it happening that day, me being at the, not listening to my flesh, being at the shop. So I was around people. I had time to process it the whole day. I had a support system there.
Ooh, that was something too, boy.
You see what I'm saying? Had a support system there. Yeah. And then I wasn't alone. I wasn't by myself. You know, all of those things. So I thank God for muzzling my mouth
Oh yeah.
early on in that week, not knowing what was going to come that weekend. But I also, you know, thank God this is final. This is final.
Right.
Now
Right.
we're going into another season. And like you, I've had a lot of mentors, a lot of even my clients. You bigger than that. You don't deserve to be your talent. You got too much. Yeah, you giving away your talents. You did, and I had to look within because I've been through certain things. I didn't see my value. I didn't see my worth. And because I had been, you know, hurt early on, I was a little nervous to move over here, do different things because I felt like I need to get some more of this under my belt before I can do this. But not knowing, Yah-Tay, you gifted at this stuff. You're in your calling. God's gonna take care of you. And I'm gonna tell you, He's been taking care of me.
Amen.
And my clients, they riding with me.
That's
Wherever you go, we there.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Well, girl, look at him. We're gonna have to do a part two because we look.
All right, we closing out.
Okay.
So I want to thank you for tuning in.
Everybody,
y'all. This has been a great experience. I want to ask one last question. If you could talk to your younger self at the start of your career, what would you say?
Ooh.
If you could, just to close us out, if you could talk to your younger self and offer some advice on that to those who are listening, leave some advice for our audience.
If I could say something to my younger self, I would say, Regina, don't give up on you. Show up for you every day. Don't let the obstacles be obstacles. Let the obstacles be learning lessons. Don't get married to somebody who is not going to understand you and understand your business and what you do, because that's not going to work, because it didn't. That's why I'm single now. I would tell my younger self to get help, because everybody can't rely on, and I say this with all seriousness, everybody don't have a relationship with God to just rely on God.
Right.
I probably should have got some help, like other kind of help, like maybe a counselor, maybe somebody I can go sit on their couch and talk to sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in counseling. I take grief counseling.
Yeah,
especially because I'm without both parents, and it's resurfacing a lot of stuff from my mom because I was much younger when my mom passed. But I am in counseling.
Absolutely.
I get grief counseling. Yeah.
We that's not okay. We think that we got a real problem when we go that far. No.
Yeah, no.
Every problem deserves a solution.
Yes.
Whatever your solution is, find it. Like my uncle told me, because there's some things I went through, and I have some favorite uncles. And so I called one of them and he said, as long as nobody don't call me and tell me you on the 3rd floor at a hospital, do what works for you.
For you. Right. Yeah.
And so I would tell my younger self, be kind to yourself.
Be kind. Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up over the small things, because those are just life's lessons.
Right.
I would tell my younger self, go for everything. Don't let nobody stop you.
Right.
Go for everything that you think you can be, or you think that you are. Go for it.
Right.
I would tell my younger self to definitely have a relationship with God, for sure.
Yes.
Put him first. I've had times where, you know, I get saved and then I'm out of saved. And then no, stay saved, stay in the Lord.
Right, right,
A lot of my mistakes happen when I step out from God.
right.
You know,
Which why you took us to the blessings on obedience.
obedience.
In Deuteronomy,
Oh,
if y'all missed it, Deuteronomy
28,
28, 1 through 14.
14. If you
Yes,
follow God's commandments and really stick to it, see, a lot of times we are our own problem.
yes,
My younger self, don't be your own problem.
yeah.
I would tell my younger self, just literally stay on the path. Don't get off, because we often get off the path.
We get off the path, yeah.
And our associates and our, these friends we call ourselves have sometimes
Right,
off the path.
right, right.
You know, we got to learn to stay on the course. I would tell my younger self.
Uh-huh.
That's what I would tell my younger self as far as the salon industry, actually, going in and being a salon owner and doing all the things. I would tell the young Regina that wanted to open her first salon,
Uh-huh.
I am proud of you.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to go back and tell my younger self, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. Yes.
A lot of people 30 something years ago could never
Right.
do what you did. So I'm proud of you.
With 2 kids, newly divorced, and the loss of a daughter early on,
I,
and still building and managing not only a salon, but stylists within the salon. Then going through the loss of your father, later on the loss of your mother, that's a lot. And you still maintaining your business and caring for your girls.
being a role model.
And being a role model. And then being there on top of that for your clients.
It's hard.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so I am every woman. I play the right song.
Gotta give people grace though, because
Gotta give people grace in ourselves.
Some friends think they got it together and everything. Just check on them.
Yeah, yeah.
I got so many girlfriends that lost their mother after I lost my mother, and I am now an advocate for them, because here's the thing. When people was losing their mother when I had my mother, it didn't faze me because I had my mother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry your mom died. Oh, I'm sorry. You have my condolences. I'm going to pray for you. But honey, when I lost my mother.
Ooh, whole nother story, huh?
Why y'all not talking about this thing?
Right.
Y'all so quiet losing y'all mothers.
See, I was younger with my, I was young with mine.
The mother, I'm just saying, people be quiet, but I'm saying this is something to talk about, because the biggest,
it's a lot.
I never knew what depression was until I lost my mother. So now when my girlfriends, and I'm dealing with 2 right now, one lost mother last month, one had buried one this Saturday, I am an advocate for them.
For them, yeah.
Because nobody was one for me.
Mm-mm.
When you put your parents in the ground and they get quiet, nobody called me. And
I want to share this. Sandra says, thank you, Miss Regina, for sharing your time and knowledge with us. And Sandra says, great show tonight. Miss Regina was indeed a blessing this evening.
Thank you.
And Wike says, you're right, Sandra. Miss Regina was a breath of fresh air. She is such a blessing. Y'all, she has been a blessing to me. I met her back before I even was licensed. She was telling me, remain consistent and persistent. God's gonna make a way. Don't worry about how you gonna get it. He's gonna make a way for you to get it. I wasn't even I hadn't even gone through school. I was trying to get a braider's license.
But I knew you was gonna
be. Yeah.
I knew you were gonna be exactly who you are today. I got a discernment for the beauty industry.
Yeah.
She
saw it, y'all.
It's Like people ministering in church, I minister through hair. You know,
Yeah.
that's my calling. And
Right.
I accepted it. I accept it. And but it get rough for me too, you
Yeah.
know. So, you know, I tell people, you know, you can't be strong all the time. So when I have these moments, I take a break. So
Yeah.
I
And
tell
that's what I'm doing too. Yeah.
I would also tell my younger self, take a break. Because when I was younger, I didn't take no breaks.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
So yes, you got to give yourself a break and take time out for you, because you dealing with everybody's stuff,
Yes.
you know. And it's a lot. Like I said, we can do a part two because it's
All right. We're gonna come back for a
too,
part two. I'm gonna set up the
it's too
conversation. I'm gonna connect with her to come back and do a part two because
much.
there's so much information and there's some questions I ain't even touch on, but
Yeah,
nonetheless, I'm not gonna hold up your night. So today's conversation reminds us that staying in the game isn't about surviving, it's about evolving. And as you all can see through this conversation with Miss Regina, still being in the game, what experience doesn't teach you,
right,
she's had to evolve,
right.
and that's what has kept her throughout these 32 years, right? And
Yes,
28 years of
I-
being licensed, but 32 years all together, and being in the industry, and not only being in the industry as a service provider, but as a salon
oh,
owner, a salon owner, and a salon owner who's had staff as well, and who she's groomed others to go out on their own. So growth, excuse me, growth doesn't always mean opening another location. It doesn't always mean stepping away from the chair. Sometimes it means thinking differently. She's talked to us about that. Leading differently. She's definitely talked to us about that, and how her first month experience changed the trajectory of her whole entire career, and why she's the leader in the industry that she is. And also protecting your peace differently. She's talked to us about that, and setting boundaries, and
mm,
all of those things that come along with salon ownership and leadership. If you're still here, still building, still learning, this episode was for you. And we're going to have a part two. Experience is expensive, as you can see. It's expensive. But
mm,
if you pay attention, it's priceless. And
right,
as you can see through Regina's experience, though it has been expensive, not only from a financial aspect, but from an emotional aspect, from a leadership aspect, from ownership aspect, and just from operating and managing, from a holistic standpoint, that though it's been expensive, it's been priceless. The
right.
experience that she's gained, what she's able to share. If y'all haven't tuned in, tune into Salon Talk, because she dropped some gems, but she's going to be back.
Yeah.
So until next time, keep growing, keep leading, and keep playing the long game, especially if you're still in the game. Keep playing the long game. And Regina, we're gonna set it back up because I know that there's
Oh,
more.
in a
Thank
part.
your family for sharing this time. I appreciate you. And I'll reach out to you to set another time where we can do a part two on still in the game. WK says, yay, glad you're coming back.
Oh
She
yeah.
said, glad you're coming back. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Regina. We'll see you again soon. Good night, everyone. Take care.
I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals. I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals. I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals.